Part 2, Chapter 4, From Island to Island. As the title suggests, this chapter charts the transporting of lone prisoners from one camp to another. It includes the following brief autobiographical vignette. While I, my co-defendant, and others of our age, had been fighting for 4 years at the front, a whole new generation had grown up here in the rear, and it had been very long since we ourselves had tramped the parquet floors of the university corridors, considering ourselves the youngest and most intelligent in the whole country and, for that matter, on earth. And had it been very long since we ourselves had tramped the parquet floors of the university corridors, considering ourselves the youngest, most intelligent in the whole country and, for that matter, on earth? And then suddenly pale youths crossed the tile floors of the prison cells to approach us haughtily, and we learned with astonishment that we were no longer the youngest and most intelligent. They were. But I didn't take offense at this. At that point I was already happy to move over a bit to make room. I knew so very well their passion for arguing with everyone, for finding out everything. I understood their pride in having chosen a worthy lot and in not regretting it. It gave me goose-flesh to hear the rustle of the prison halos hovering over those self-enamored and intelligent little faces. 1 month earlier, in another Butyrki cell, a semi-hospital cell, I had just stepped into the aisle and had still not seen any empty place for myself, when, approaching in a way that hinted at a verbal dispute, even at an entreaty to enter into one, came a pale, yellowish youth with a Jewish tenderness of face, wrapped, despite the summer, in a threadbare soldier's overcoat shot full of holes. He was chilled. His name was Boris Gamarov. He began to question me. The conversation rolled along. On one hand, our biographies, on the other, politics. I don't remember why, but I recalled one of the prayers of the late President Roosevelt, which had been published in our newspapers, and I expressed what seemed to me a self-evident evaluation of it. Well, that's hypocrisy, of course. And suddenly the young man's yellowish brows trembled, his pale lips pursed. He seemed to draw himself up, and he asked me, "Why? Why do you not admit the possibility that a political leader might sincerely believe in God?" And that is all that was said. But what a direction the attack had come from! To hear such words from someone born in 1923, I could have replied to him very firmly, but prison had already undermined my certainty, and the principal thing was that some kind of clean, pure feeling does live within us, existing apart from all our convictions, and right then it dawned upon me that I had not spoken out of conviction, but because the idea had been implanted from me from the outside. And because of this I was unable to reply to him, and I merely asked, "Do you believe in God?" "Of course," he answered tranquilly. End of Part 2, Chapter 4. End of Part 2.